It's incredible. I mean, it's a dream. I look at, when I first started acting 20 years ago and thought about my ideal idea or dream of a career, and this is well and above all of that. And I've done 8 films now, I think, as Thor, and each time it gets more and more exciting. And it's great. That's why we make these films, you know. I remember as a young kid lining up to see Star Wars and different films, and the sort of enthusiasm and passion I had as a fan of sitting in the cinema, and now to be a part of all of that, and to have fans that have adored these films for many, many years and play any part in it at all. But the Marvel Cinematic Universe it's amazing.
It's like such a joy to be part of it. It was such a fun movie to make, and I think you can really tell on screen that everyone's like having a great time. And I think audiences will too. It's amazing to feel everyone's passion for these movies and understand how much it means and like kind of the mythology of our culture. And I'm so grateful to get to be a piece of it.
Very talented dude. Creates great vibes on the set, great humor throughout, and also really bloody moving, you know. And we did some very creepy and scary stuff, some serious commitment. And the costumes that I've seen here today, it's a lovely thing to see just how devoted they are to it. Yeah, great to be very grateful to have been invited to join that.
This never gets old. This never gets old. There's a ton of fans lined up all up and down the street. There's people dressed as Star-Lord and Thor and Gamora and Nebula, and just love this fandom. It's been an extraordinary 8+ almost 10 years of doing this, and it just never gets old. We're having a great time. I'm so excited. We're bringing a new Thor to the screen, and by say we, the Guardians are a small part in this extraordinary new movie, Love and Thunder. Go check it out. It's opening up, and you're gonna love it. There's truly nothing like watching a film like this surrounded by fans and people who love the movie-going experience. There's nothing like seeing it on a big screen. Tonight's gonna be a very, very special night. I'm absolutely looking forward to getting in there, watching the movie, seeing it, and just listening as people laugh and cry and are moved and gasp in unison. It's a shared communal experience, and man, I love the movies. I love the movies.
I mean, it was such a joy to make this film. It's like being reunited with old friends. Natalie rejoining us. She's a good friend of mine, so having her felt like summer camp. And then, I was so excited with anticipation to see the film tonight, to see my friends, and I totally forgot about the joy of seeing all of the fans here and everyone in cosplay and in character and the kids. It's like really a reminder of why we make these movies. Yes, I mean, I love working with Chris. We've done it a number of times, and we just have so much fun together. So it feels like a journey of these characters also growing up together. The last time around they were a little more freewheeling. This time they're like, Thor is having a midlife crisis. Valkyrie has finally turned herself around and is a woman of bureaucracy and responsibility, and so it's fun to play these characters that we love so much and see them grow as we grow too. That's the best part. I mean, my whole family is here tonight, save like 2 members. My whole family. All we love to do is watch films together, so it feels surreal to watch a film that I'm also in together. We're just like nerds and fans as a family, so it's very fun. This is. I grew up in Los Angeles. I used to come to movies here. My dad would take me to this cinema, and it was always like a big deal when I got to see movies here. So I can't believe I am now in movies here.
To bring Thor into a new story, always. I think Chris is Chris. He's one of my best friends. I love working with him. I want to work with him forever. We just have such a great relationship, and it doesn't matter what character it is, but especially this one, where we really worked hard on that last film and made something great. And to be able to do it again and make a really good film again, there's a lot of pressure, but we pulled it off. Amazing. It's like, and it reinforces just the idea that we love movies. We love larger than life movies, and especially movies that are spectacles and real escapism. So but escapism where the characters are relatable. Thor, you wouldn't think you'd be able to relate to him, but he goes on a journey that we've all experienced.
This is very nostalgic for me. It's been a minute, and it's just so. I mean, gosh, this has been over a decade of my life I've been in the MCU, and just to be here again tonight and see how many people are still so excited about Thor and all of his buddies. It's incredibly moving. It was very nostalgic being back, and of course seeing Chris again. We were babies when we started this, and Natalie, just everyone, and the fun we got to have, some of the improving and the jokes and the fun that it was just, I don't know, it was really fun. It was like hanging out with like my siblings. It was great.
I'm very, very excited to see this movie. You know, we shot it in Sydney a while ago, and it's just like, it's just awesome. I can't wait to actually, as a fan, I can't wait to actually just watch it. Yeah, it's the best way to see it right now, the full audience, and get the laughter from the crowd, and everybody's whipped up on the opening night. It's good stuff.
That's one of the best parts of being in these films, is that we get to kind of meet up a year later and celebrate it in such an extraordinary way. Like, they shut down Hollywood Boulevard. It's like such a big thing, and we get to like get dressed up for a night, and so it's really fun. It's really cool. When I first started playing this character in the first Guardians film, I never thought that I would be in so many Marvel movies, let alone a Thor movie. I'm like, wow, this is like the gift that keeps on giving. And it's really cool to see that crossover. I think it's a really, really funny crossover of characters. It's really cool. It's really, really cool to sit in and watch these things with a live audience for the first time, because you get the immediate reactions. You feel the energy of the room, and these films, people just love them. They're beloved. And so to kind of get to experience it with the audience is a really special thing that we don't take for granted.
It's been crazy being out here. Like, I've watched like Marvel premieres for a while on YouTube and on Instagram, and it's really crazy to just be here. It's so big. It's everyone's here. It's crazy. So it's really great to be here. It's been great. I mean, especially with the Thor franchise, because I love Thor. I've watched all MCU movies, and I love Thor in particular, especially Thor Ragnarok. So it's kind of great to be able to carry on Thor's journey since Endgame. So yeah.
I mean, it's really like so much hard work and passion went into this movie, and it really pays off on screen. It's such an exciting film. It says so many great things about love and life, and it's reaffirming, and it's happy, and it's sad, and you're laughing and you're crying. It's an incredible film. We're all really proud of it. He is such a multi-dimensional character, and you never know where he's going to go next. He's like, especially with Taika and Chris together, you're always surprised at the new stories that open up to those two and what they're able to bring on screen. Seeing the fans and seeing the cosplayers and seeing how much enthusiasm there is for Thor and for Marvel, it's the engine that drives us.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, 2.5 years of a lot of people's hard work, so it's great to finally be out here and celebrate the movie with everyone. I mean, it's important that we keep evolving his character, and he's taken on many roles in the history of the MCU, and so we kind of had an onus to keep evolving him and tell different stories, and there's an amazing ensemble that I think we've put around him. So there's a special story I think we've told. To see Mighty Thor join Thor, and to see what happens, to have Natalie Portman back as such an amazing character. And I think we've done a pretty special thing with her character.
Being able to create something for the fans, knowing I am such a fan, was like a very kind of mind-trippy, amazing thing to be a part of. Taika is someone that is, like, you never know where his brain is gonna go. It's so unique, it's so surprising. It's like the best toy chest of all time that I got to play inside of with him. And so it was, this like very beautiful collaboration.